Flea flicker on 3. Break.
You're watching Sportz Mouth on YouTube.com.
Welcome back to Sportz Mouth on YouTube.com. We're at Aaron's in the Triangle Shopping Plaza in Dumfries, Virginia. Come on down, give us a shout out. Our next segment, we're going to talk about this Super Bowl that we got coming up. I think Mr. Cam Newton is going to dab on him all the way to the end.
So you're going with Cam?
I got to go with Cam.
Well, are you going with Cam or the Carolina Panthers?
The Panthers.
I'm going with Cam. Let's
going
just
with
say
Cam?
what it is.
You going with Cam?
I'm going with Cam.
What about you, First Lady? What you going with?
All right, so don't hate me, but I think Broncos gonna take him.
Oh,
well, you know, it's fair.
I'm going
look
with the
it.
defense.
Okay.
Can you be mad at me?
No, I can respect that. I can respect that.
I will say I respectfully
I would like to see.
disagree with you, but it's respectful.
Okay, I'm outnumbered. I'll take that right here.
But no,
Gotcha.
you know what? Denver has a history of showing up in big times, playing good football. So let's not take the Peyton Manning angle and think that he's going to be the reason they win or lose.
I didn't say that.
He's a huge part of it, but he's not the only angle on the team. Like Patrice said, the defense is
Right.
a heck of a defense to go
But you're
against.
looking at too also. Carolina's defense ain't no slouch either.
No,
They're
right.
not. They're not number one either.
The only
No,
thing,
but they probably in the
only
top
thing
5.
I see is this. Cam Newton is the equalizer.
Regular.
He equalizes defenses. So
It's true.
if you blitz him, he gonna hit you. If he had to get out the pocket, he gonna hurt you. So
Yeah, but okay, so let's say they devise a scheme to hold him in the pocket, make him a complete pocket passer for that day, that game. Okay?
Which
What other
is
weapons do
virtually
Carolina really
impossible.
have to overcome maybe their defensive
well, they the leading rushing team.
I'm gonna tell you
well,
what.
they're the leading rushing team along with Cam Newton rushing the ball.
But he has
But now-
Jonathan Stewart
he
is
hasn't
rushing,
been
but
doing a lot of it. You know, the rap is that this year he's proven himself to be a pocket passer.
there's no question about that in my mind. I'm talking for the viewers who may not be as educated on football
But we
as I
know,
may be.
we know,
know.
at any given time,
He can break out and go get you.
Yeah.
If you need him to go get some stuff, he can go get it.
yeah.
Well,
Ain't no question.
Let me kind of flip this a little bit and talk about what I hear around.
it
the
ain't no
barbershop.
arm tackling.
You know.
Just
Nah, it's just so
put
you
that
know.
out there.
What I'm
Just look at your shoulders
kind of
first.
seeing is the media, not us, by the way. We are the media, but we don't do this. But I have recognized it. The media is really making this a polarizing situation between Peyton Manning versus Cam Newton, rather than it being the Carolina Panthers versus the Denver Broncos. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're trying to generalize this between two players instead of team versus
The
team.
black-white issue is right
And,
there.
That's what the media
there's been a
does.
whole lot of talk of the Cam Newton issues as far as culture and everything else goes.
All the negativity about dabbing and about dancing and celebrating. If you want him to stop celebrating, keep him out of the end zone. If you can't do it,
Shut up. Exactly.
Celebrating is a part of any professional competitive sport.
I celebrate every
You're
time
not
we have a
gonna
good
get around
segment.
that.
Damn it.
You can play PlayStation. You can play
Watch it now.
PlayStation and celebrate because you made a touchdown.
Bottom
That
line.
just come with it. But because he's winning and he's showing off,
And he's
I
black.
don't like it.
And the
It
hater.
reminds me of a guy that they call Floyd Mayweather. But I'm gonna leave that alone.
Well, yeah. There's showboating and then there's showboating. You know what I'm saying? But onto a real subject about this whole thing where it comes down to football. I mean, I've heard people take it out of the context of football and put it right into Peyton Manning's wearing the white hat. He's the good guy.
Really?
He does the Allstate commercials. He does the chicken parm and all that good stuff.
That's my commercial.
And I love them too. I love all those commercials. But at the end of the day, he's a human being like the other quarterback on the other team. Because he's not demonstrative when he gets in the end zone. Hey, look. Also, he's 40 years old versus Cam being 25, just about, or somewhere along them lines.
It's called youthful exuberance.
This is the idea. This is the idea. Cam Newton is a much better athlete than Peyton Manning. So they gotta find some type of way to break that down and put them on the same level. Okay?
Well,
it's
they're not on
not
the
going to
same
be able
level.
to be done because this is Cam's time. Peyton has had his time.
Right.
And it's just that simple. But they are sensationalizing it and making it a black and a white thing.
So
they want to talk about Cam taking pictures with Young Jeezy and Future and why is this?
If you was Cam Newton, wouldn't you take your
But that's his culture.
This is his era right here.
Wouldn't you take your
That's his
celebrity?
culture.
Because I haven't seen Peyton Manning turn down too many, Subway or whatever commercials he got
Exactly.
going on. Papa John's is making billions off of them ads.
And-
I ain't
and-
seen him turn down one
And
piece
so
of
was
pizza.
Omaha, because every time he gets Omaha, they give you shout out to him in Omaha.
I still don't know what that means.
Ryan Clark made a comparison.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw
He
that
said
video
he was
on
talking
YouTube.
about
Yes, indeed, I saw that.
Russell Wilson
Okay.
and why they like Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is a different type of guy.
Oh, he's understated.
Yeah,
Okay, he's
not
more mannered, quote unquote.
Right.
He's
Right.
safer. Let's just call it like it
and
is.
they say
Bottom line.
He's the
talking-
safer option.
Bob, he's not going to give you the out of the box celebration. He's going to give you the football. It might give you a spike here and there.
So he's like
They
Calvin
call
Chaney.
they call his true emotion.
He's
Did
like
you see a
Calvin
Calvin
Chaney.
Chaney reference.
And-
Did he do that? Did he do that?
We talking about Calvin Chaney and Allen Iverson here.
Boy, you pulled that straight out the rectum.
Well,
Did-
Calvin Chaney was
did he
a
though?
stand-up, always in the community.
You're watching Sportz Mouth on YouTube.com.
Like us on Facebook and add us as your friend.
You're watching Sportz Mouth on YouTube.com.
You like that?
Doing all types of
He picked
events.
Calvin Chaney.
Never getting in any trouble. Never talks to
wow.
anybody wrong.
Right.
Never gets any technical.
But that's what they like, though.
Oh, Grant Hill.
Right.
Grant Hill.
That-
There you
That's
go.
what
The
they
people's
like.
player, Grant Hill.
versus
Grant Hill was the people's
Meta
player.
World Peace.
But you
Okay.
can't- but
Come
you
on,
can't
dude.
put
Did you
everybody
really
in
just
that
go
box.
polar opposite?
This
Yeah.
man went to Indiana.
Ron
Calvin Chaney went to
Artest.
Indiana.
His
Right.
mama named him Ron Artest. I'm going to call him Ron Artest.
Meta World.
Meta World Peace.
No, he's Meta World Beast.
But
That's
you
what
know-
his name
but
is.
He's Meta World. Get the hell out of here. That's what
Right,
he
he's
is.
another one. You can't take for granted just because these guys are superior athletes that they don't have any kind of character defects or flaws.
Well, come on. You're a
Different
product of the
types of
culture
issues.
you come from.
There you go.
I mean, at the end
All
of the
the
day,
time.
He said he wanted to take a EO so he could work on his music. I mean, who says
when
that? Who
you've
does
already
that?
gotten paid, $70-80 million, you
can
can
afford
afford to
to
take
do
a year
that.
off.
Well, now we talking
Yeah.
about Johnny Manziel. Now they telling me. I heard one
Okay,
host say
hold on,
she
baby.
thought he was just a rich
Johnny's
kid,
just Johnny's a whole nother topic,
But
dude.
The universe
I'm
in
glad you
itself.
know.
Right.
Because one commentator said that she just thought that he was a rich kid from.
He's suffering from affluenza.
I don't know.
Don't you know affluenza?
No.
The kid that killed the 4 people in a car accident because he was drunk and had never been told no his whole life. So this is what he do now.
So
He
maybe
just
he
go
does come
around-
from a wealthy
Well,
background.
He does come from a wealthy background.
Oh, well then they
He didn't need the money that he Texas A&M. He didn't need their prestige. He already had money. He was driving Beamers in college.
Yeah, well, that's
You know?
then now. Well, when
He's a
she
party
said
boy.
she thought it was a bigger
All
issue
day, every day.
than it is
Yeah.
because he doesn't care that the coach said, "Well, we're gonna give him one more shot," and then the next day the police is at his house.
Right. Well, I
He
mean,
doesn't care.
That's the whole point. And
Yeah, and he
instead of
should.
focusing on that, We want to focus on
for domestic violence, might I add.
Okay,
Which
okay.
we don't condone around here. So
Never have, never
We
will.
done seen people get railroaded for that.
But you know,
Oh.
Lately.
I'm thinking about this too. When we talk about this upcoming Super Bowl, it's going to be a big thing. You know, obviously the ads are going to be huge. The marketing is going to be huge. Everything about it just speaks of global. You know, everybody's joining in from different
50th
countries.
anniversary.
Everything. I mean, this is all teaming up to be a big thing. But why are they breaking it down to the black quarterback versus the white quarterback?
Because again,
That ain't selling
Cam
nothing.
Newton
Yes, it
is
You
elite.
think so?
Yeah.
You think, what is it selling? What do you think it's selling?
It's selling attention. Because
It
everyone else wants
There
to
you go.
tune in to see if what they've been talking about all this time is really going to play out.
Well, what they're going to see is one quarterback who's superior at doing a lot of different things, and one quarterback who's struggling to hang on to the few things he still has. I'm not
this
saying
what you
they
gotta
watch
watch
the
though.
thing, but that's where it comes down.
No,
to.
but it's attracting attention, which gives them ratings, which turns into
Put
Did
more
they
hype
really
around the
need
game.
more ratings for
Listen,
this game?
This is what you got to think about.
why
though.
not?
If you listen closely, everybody is picking sides. Everybody is picking teams.
I said it's
And
polarizing.
every single you hear any interview about
All
it
day,
or
every
any
day.
talk about it, the question is asked: who are you going with, Peyton or Kane?
All right, so
They're trying to
all-
make people pick sides,
Right.
And sadly, but a lot of European people are going with Peyton for whatever their reasons
Okay, look,
are.
but I didn't say Peyton. I said Broncos.
No,
I know. I'm just saying. So
but-
if I'm going to pick, no. If I had to take Peyton over Cam or Cam over Peyton, I would take Cam. But as a team, I said Broncos.
Okay. All right.
Now,
well, that's a good argument.
another illustration was given. They said when Michael Jordan came into the league.
here we go.
We back
Here
to
we
my-
back.
No,
Go do it
listen to
again.
me, listen to me.
Let's
It's a
hear 'em
great-
out,
it's-
let's
it's-
hear 'em
It's a
out.
great comparison
This is
because they knew that he was going to be great, and that it was actually nothing that they could do about it.
Was he still in Converse or had he gotten his own shoe yet?
I don't know. He might have been in some blue tips or whatever. I don't know.
Blue
What
tips.
but
Yeah.
What are those?
But
Lord.
now Cam came into the league. It was a little more scrutiny, but slowly but surely he's becoming and budding into a superstar. And there's nothing that they can do about
But
it.
when
They
he
can't
came out of
demean
Auburn,
him,
he was
and they
already a
can't.
champion. He was already.
This is the thing.
His pedigree was already set.
But you got to think about Jason Campbell. He won in school, so you have to do it at the highest level. And now he's doing it at the highest level through
But-
the scrutiny. They realizing
But see,
that
everybody's
they can't pull the
forgetting that
rug
this is not
from
his
under him.
first rodeo getting this far.
Well, in this
Just-
fashion,
well,
it is.
Forget.
Well, this
In
is his
this
first
fashion,
Super Bowl,
is
but
it?
this ain't the first time he's made it to the NFC Championship game. It ain't the first time he's been there.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
that's true.
But
That's true.
but in this fashion, yes.
Yeah, I was
Well,
gonna say,
Well,
it
he's
was
got a little more talent around him now,
Right.
so.
Well, actually, I disagree. I think he has less talent now. When you lose to
Well,
Steve
he don't
Smith,
even
you
have
lose a
it.
lot.
And they
Ted
don't have the
Ginn-
number one receiver.
Ted
Ginn is not a Steve Smith. No.
He's your number 2, maybe a number 3
Now,
receiver.
but see, where they make up for that is Greg Olsen.
Well,
The number one receiver, they don't even have their number one receiver. He's
Greg
bad.
Olsen is your
That's my
number one
whole. That's
receiver.
my whole point. So
I
it's
mean,
more.
you're right,
It's
but
more
they
wild.
on
Well,
Cam
yeah,
to make it
so they
happen,
don't have
and
it.
he's done it in spite of not having his best weapons available to him. So
And I take my hat off to the coach and the organization over there for sticking behind Cam Newton through the thick and the thin.
well, Rivera was a player. Okay, if I remember, he was on the '85 Bears. Okay?
Correct.
The owner was a player.
Yep.
Okay, now I don't know who the GM is down there, but you come from stock where guys understand the league. They understand what it's like to put their hand in the dirt. They've done it. They've gone through the grueling process. Now they see their guy as a star. They see that he's coming up and above, and they're saying, "Hey, let's ride the wave."